Shalom. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. B'Shem Rachakodash. My name is Chicago from Plaintables Camp. This is Isaiah 30:9. This is rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord. I'm going to cite this video here. 4 shootings on or near SEPTA buses within 4 days leaves Philadelphia shaken. These are, I don't know what the dispute was over, but these are highly, emotional men, that don't have cars, catching public transportation. I believe this guy in the mask killed this guy. I believe they said deadly, so I guess that means he's passed away. I should have to look more into it. But Isaiah, I'm gonna play the video. It's Isaiah 30, which pretty much tells you that the Israelites do not care about the words of the prophets. They would rather have you say, when this guy gets murdered or ends up in jail, either they're going to say nothing about him or they're going to tell you how good of a person he was. Same thing when the dude, gets a victim gets murdered or a shooter. Either they're going to say nothing about it or he's going to be, give him another chance and all this shit. So these are the people that you can't teach. You can't. These are 2/3. 2/3 of Israel you can't teach. All right. You can prophesy, you can teach on the street, but they're not going to absorb the information. All right, let's let the video play. And they're not supposed to. They're 2/3.
Tonight showing the moments leading up to a deadly shooting on a SEPTA bus in South Philadelphia. 2 men getting into a physical argument before shots are fired on Tuesday. It is one of several violent incidents under investigation on or near SEPTA buses just this week. Arshana Ferreira reports.
Investigators are working round the clock to get down to the bottom of this spat of violence this week on or near SEPTA. The latest shooting injuring 8 Northeast high school students. It's been an exhausting week for the city. Here's where we stand on the latest with this investigation. 4 shootings on or near SEPTA within 4 days has left the city of Philadelphia shaken. The violent incidents leaving 15 shot, 3 killed, one of them an Imhotep student. Among the injured, 10 local high school students. Beginning in Philadelphia's Oxford Circle neighborhood, with just after 11:30 p.m., 27-year-old Sawi Kofa was shot after getting into an argument with someone on a SEPTA bus. Transit police say 2 men were getting off SEPTA's Route 59 bus when one of them opened fire. He died at the scene. Monday in Ogans, 3 Imhotep students and 2 women were shot.
Yeah, and you got, some brothers take public transportation, very few of them, but anything can happen at any time. Just, you just got to de-escalate and ignore. Just walk away, unless you're going to take them down to the ground and, disarm them. If somebody, you get into a scuffle with somebody, you can't just let them go. We've been in little scuffles and all that stuff. We don't, the one time we didn't let the guy go because we didn't know if he had a weapon or not, so. The cops, the police got involved after that, but we didn't let him go. And the brothers, forget what camp, they were shooting in a direction. I believe they were the targets. The brothers in Great Millstone, they got shot at. I think they were at the end of a parking lot or something like that. So, I mean, it's possible, but we are guarded by the holy angels. We have our guardian angels. And the issues of death belong to Yahweh Shai. So we don't worry, we're cautious, responsibly cautious, if something happened, not just saying, we'll get out of here, dust anymore. No, we're gonna hold you there until the police come. I mean, that's if we get in any type of little scuffle like that for that very reason. So
Shot at a SEPTA bus stop. One of the women, 71 years old, shot in the head but is expected to survive. One of the students, however, 71 years old, shot in the head but is expected to.
All these neighborhoods, I'm familiar with all these neighborhoods. Ogons and Godfrey. Where is it at? It shows you the different neighborhoods here. Opera Circle, know where that is. Ogons, know where that is. South Philly, work down there in Burholm. I don't know if they showed that yet. Oh, Burholm is the 5 Points. Rising Sun. Okay, he's living on Oxford Avenue. Okay, yeah. I think that's Burholm. Yeah, yep. Where was that? Right here. All right.
71 years old, shot in the head but is expected to survive. One of the students, however, 17-year-old Damon Taylor, was killed. His funeral was Friday morning. Now to Tuesday night, the third shooting of the week in South Philadelphia. New video tonight shows an argument on a bus near Broad and Snyder. Investigators say 37-year-old Carmelo Drayton then shot and killed on the bus. Police say the shooter ran off and is still on the loose. And finally ending on Wednesday with the shooting at a SEPTA bus stop on Rising Sun and Cottman Avenue in the Northeast. 8 students from nearby Northeast High School were shot while boarding the bus. 3 gunmen opening fire, seen here in this dramatic surveillance video obtained by Fox 29. Police say at least 30 shots were fired within seconds. Police sources say a car matching the description of the dark blue Hyundai seen in this video was recovered in Olney, though it's unclear if the Ogons and Northeast shootings are related. Police say the ages of the victims range from 15 to 17 years old. One 16-year-old shot 9 times and is in critical condition. Now, I did reach out to Philadelphia police. They are heading up each of these investigations. They tell us that they are still actively looking to get down to who is responsible for these shootings. So as always with these situations, if you know something, if you see something, give police a call. Shayna Ferreira, Fox 29 News.
That's part of the reason. You know, even though they still do the racial profiling, they don't want your windows tinted a certain way. They want the windshield. You know, most of the light going through the windshield. They want to be able to see a license plate clearly because criminals. You know, and they racial profile. All right. And when these dudes get locked up and they get knocked on the humble and all that, these fucking criminals, we don't give a shit. You know. At times we have compassion, but we understand that they are not the elect. From the outward looking out on the outside, it's possible that some will repent, but the majority they are giving themselves to a life of crime and life of biblical law breaking, true law breaking, and their mind is totally poisoned with what the hell they want to do. All right. Which say to the seers, see not, to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. They want to just do what they want to do. All right. Whether worship other gods, go to work, commit crimes on the side, or be a full-time criminal. All right. It's really, if you always a full-time criminal, they just use a job as a cover. All right. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall whose breaking comes suddenly and at an instant. Yeah, when the hammer comes down, Yahweh Shai is going to use Esau, Edom as a sword to crush 2/3 of Israel. Yahweh Shai Ratazah, we are the elect. We're going to have minimal damage, but 2/3 they're going to get eviscerated. All right, and ultimately they're going to die in the hellfire. All right, which is the nuclear destruction. All right. Now this is an example of how Jacob going to get his ass whooped. This is a video shows Henderson police beating store employee who tried to help city to pay victim $450,000. He should get more than that. But they didn't do it on purpose. Well, they did it on purpose, but they thought he was the guy with the gun because police are fucking stupid. They thought, you can clearly see they thought he was the guy with the gun. But either way, like if we make mistakes, we pay for them with our lives. But when police make mistakes, they get slapped. They get talked to, and might get suspended or desk duty for a while, and they just get paid money. All right. Now, when the martial law and the lockdowns come back, you ain't gonna be able to sue nobody. All right. But this is the ass whooping that he got. Let's just take a look.
A man is assaulted by Henderson police after he tried to help them, and now the city has to pay nearly $500,000. Thanks for joining us. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. 8 News Now investigator Vanessa Murphy obtained video from that incident, sat down with the victim and his lawyer. Now, we do want to warn you, it is graphic.
For Jim Herndon, it's been 6 long years since he became the victim of excessive force by Henderson police.
This bad situation got out of hand and things just spiraled.
He was an assistant store manager at Sportsman's Warehouse. Officers arrive after a call about an armed shoplifter. Here, officers approach the suspect and he runs.
We had a firearm.
Herndon,
I didn't know what he would do.
a former law enforcement officer for more than 2 decades,
Just instincts from lots of years of training.
intervenes.
I recall jumping on him.
But he never expected what would follow.
I saw stars.
This is Sergeant Michael Gillis ramming Herndon in the head with an M4 and using a stun gun.
Somebody had their hands wrapped around my throat and was lifting me up, so I peeled fingers off my throat. Got hit a few more times in the face.
He says he suffered multiple injuries, including a concussion, and he has permanent nerve damage and some memory loss. But there's one moment he can recall after the incident.
They kind of chuckled and said, "Hey, we must have mistaken you for the bad guy." And it was really at that moment that I felt like, well, they're all standing out here getting their story straight.
He later reached out to the city of Henderson
To even do the complaint and do the follow-up with that. I mean, they don't make it easy at all.
In 2021, attorney Marjorie Hoff.
The state is Satan. This is Satan incarnate. It's like if they were really about justice, it would be easy to make a complaint. They would be open armed. Like, what did we hurt you? We got to make you whole again immediately. You'll be able to walk in with no problem. But you can actually go to the police station and get arrested for filing a complaint. You can get arrested for filing a complaint. Justice, what they say, just us. It's a damn monopoly. Not a monopoly. It's a damn, the term to use, a mafia.
Do the follow-up with that. I mean, they don't make it easy at all.
In 2021, attorney Marjorie Hoff filed a lawsuit against the city, Sergeant Gillis, and 5 other officers.
It was very clear to me that, number one, the police had no plan, that they escalated the situation to a point that it did not need to escalate.
It was safer to have more people.
This is Sergeant Gillis on the stand.
And you would not change a thing.
No.
He testifies the incident tarnished his reputation, a claim Hoff is ready for.
But you had previously had excessive force complaints for punching a woman in the face.
See, there you go. And the state condones this. He should have been fired, right? But they'll keep his, I guess, police credentials and move to another district. However, the system works in his area. He'll just move if they fire him. Because they're loose fucking cannons. They're highly emotional. They're pieces of shit devils. All right. And they're going to unleash these demons on you wicked ass Israelites. They're going to unleash them on us too. But our casualties are going to be a lot less than 2/3 of Israel. All right. Highly emotional demons. They're impulsive and stupid. They're going to unleash those fuckers on you.
But you had previously had excessive force complaints for punching a woman in the face.
There was questions on it, allegations, yeah.
You had allegations against you for sexually harassing women at the Starbucks where you would do your paperwork.
I don't think it was that wordage.
Harassing women.
On it, allegations, yeah.
You had allegations against you for sexually harassing women at the.
I mean, that's another point. You know, I'm sure it's true because he looked like a piece of shit. All right, and you women, man, that are out of order, man. They're gonna take you and they're gonna do nasty things to you. They're gonna do. I remember I was in. I used to work for a cable company from a few years ago, and I went to install cable, and there was, I guess, a father or uncle. I don't know who the guy was. Then there was some younger people, either a son or I guess somebody he was looking after or he let stay with him. I think they look Eastern, from the East. All right. And he said to the young man, I guess he didn't do something or he owed him something. He said, I'm going to make your wife do nasty things to me. I said, oh shit. Well, I'm installing the cable. I said, what the fuck is going on in this house? It was in the Northeast. I said, oh shit. All right. So, and that's a so-called private citizen. I don't know if he was he might have been an immigrant. I don't know if he had citizenship, but imagine that 100 times magnified with law enforcement. All right. He was gonna make his wife or his girl do nasty things to him. All right. That's what these guys are thinking. They fully loaded, ready to exact their will with the full support of the law. All right. That's what's waiting out there for you if you're not protected by the holy angels. We got our guardian angels. We have our holy angels, and we do the work because we believe Yahweh Shai is going to keep us safe, right? If we are obedient, because we are obedient.
Complaints for punching a woman in the face.
There was questions on it, allegations, yeah.
You had allegations against you for sexually harassing women at the Starbucks where you would do your paperwork.
I don't think it was that wordage, but yeah.
Also for inappropriately selling weapons.
Yep.
Wow. Or inappropriately selling weapons as a police officer. You see how much things they can get away with and still keep their credentials? Still keep their job? You niggas don't got a chance.
Voiding traffic tickets for friends and family.
Yes, I did that.
5 to 10 inquiries.
Yes, I did that. Still has his credentials, still has his job. He said he wouldn't change a thing. And look, you know what? I actually agree with this guy because the state allows him to do this. So it's really they support his illegal decisions and his violating policy. They support it. So the state supports this. All right. If the state supports it, I mean, I just they're all wicked. I mean, but he's not, according to his policies and the law. He's not really even doing anything wrong. He just gets slapped with a desk duty or suspended, that pay docked, moved to another department. And that's all legal within the law. All right? It's legal to break the law. That's what it is for these people. It's legal to break the law and to break policy and not be fired. So how does 2/3 of Israel got a chance? They're going the Spirit of the Lord going to have to help them, and then eventually the nuclear fire going to come and erase all of them. All right.
About using excessive force by Internal Affairs.
Sounds probably right.
You've been placed on leave with pay 4 times.
Yes, ma'am.
What types of incidents cause an officer to be placed on
leave with pay? All right. See, I didn't watch this video before. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, you watch so many videos and have experiences. You know what's going to, what the law is. That's the law. That's legal. They're not doing anything illegal by doing that. On leave with pay. It's all legal. So he's violating the law legally, violating policy legally. It's perverse. This was Babylon. America's Babylon means confusion.
Probably right.
You've been placed on leave with pay 4 times.
Yes, ma'am.
What types of incidents cause an officer to be placed on leave with pay?
Shooting incidents where somebody dies or there's substantial bodily harm to that person.
And then the verdict.
Damn, I know he's going to say that. Leave with pay. So leave with pay, kill somebody, or beat the shit out of them. With leave with pay. I don't know how you 2/3 got a chance. All right, your spirit of the Lord want to enter into you and to keep you alive to a point, and then you're gonna die the death of the uncircumcised if you are among the 2/3. I'll live right along with this devil.
What types of incidents cause an officer to be placed on leave with pay?
Shooting incidents where somebody dies or there's substantial bodily harm to that person.
And then the verdict, the city of Henderson must pay $450,000.
What stands out to you about the Henderson Police Department after handling this case?
They clearly have a culture that allowed this to happen. They had no intention of properly investigating either the incident or the internal affairs investigation. The whole thing was just a big rubber stamp. We're just going to say they did the right thing.
It was never about money. It was about accountability. My only hope is that it's enough that it will make Henderson change their ways, and I worry about that.
He says the video shows the moment his life changed forever. Still difficult to watch, but he says he hopes his story may inspire others to seek accountability. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Attorney Marjorie Hoff says this is the first civil rights trial in state history under a new rule that came down from the Nevada Supreme Court. Now, previously, civil rights cases had to be handled only in federal court. Gillis appears to have retired from the Henderson Police Department. Vanessa reached out to the city, did not receive a response in time for this report.
No, civil rights do not mean so-called black people. It don't mean that. I mean citizens of city America. All right. So that's their punishment. They're going to receive punishment like that, but it ain't going to be no damn lawsuit. All right. So that's a look at things to come. I'll leave that there. Hope you edified. Shalom.